Let's try Dr. Deforestation or whatever their name is. Doctor.
Hello.
Hey, Dr. Deforestation, or what is your name?
Sorry, it's a really old Skype name that I got years ago. Dr.Defenestrator.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's the act of throwing people out of windows. It's really dumb.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? What brings you here?
So, I've been kind of trying to do my own thing, kind of start up my own sort of, make things on my own terms, try to make some things, games. And on my first game, I had my laptop motherboard explode, I had my laptop's battery die, and I had my monitor die. Have there been any projects that you've been working on, like just a very specific project that everything equipment-wise just failed?
You know what? This podcast. there was some time back in the day when we were trying to do we were really trying to dig into the live show and stuff, and video podcast. That for some reason we got some site. I'm not going to name them, but they can go to hell. Some site sold us a bunch of faulty FireWire cables that fried all our cameras. So every single camera, this one's not working. Okay, plug in this other one. Okay, plug in this. We ended up hooking all our cameras up to this cable that shorted out all the cameras.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
And there was a point where one week where we literally didn't have any way to record. So it's like, well, we're done. No video, and we just left. We went home.
Huh.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Do you mind if I ask another question, or do you just want to?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And so when you were first starting out, did you ever get this kind of feeling of just impending doom? Like everything you're working towards is the wrong idea?
I feel that every year.
Oh, jeez. So it doesn't, stop? It's just always there?
Hey, I've been doing this 10 years, and I still think, am I fucking up? Absolutely it happens. But you know what? That's why you've got to, in those moments, you've got to go, well, what the fuck else am I going to do? And it's like, you could go get a Subway sandwich and play crossword puzzles, or you can do what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? It's like, why... I have those moments that I'm not going in the right direction. Man, what am I thinking? Why am I doing this? But it's like, okay, so then what? What should I do? Okay, forget it. And work at Carl's Jr. Like, how is that worse off than you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
Okay, well, I could go eat corn on the cob or something instead of filming a video.
I mean, for me, I've always wanted to make games ever since I was a little kid. And so I got really bad grades in school.
Yeah.
Really bad grades. And so I actually ended up getting a GED so I could make games on my own time.
Oh, yeah, wow.
I've been working towards this for years. My entire high school years has just been working on games, going to game jams, which is this thing where you make games during the weekends, and that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
But it's kind of if I don't manage to make this work out, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
Well, let me just clarify something that I said. When I'm talking about, what am I going to do, work at Carl's Jr. or whatever, I don't mean that in a way that's the end if you do. That's not what I mean. But I mean, okay, so if I'm not making this, what do I do? Go work at Carl's Jr.? What I mean is, that's it. That's not getting dropped into a volcano. That's not, it's... You know what I mean? It's like, man, you got the stars are in the sky, and you got air to breathe, and the sun is still there. So what are you gonna do, man? It's like things could be worse. Things could be a lot worse. And you can try and try and try right now. But what if you're wrong? Oh no. So what should you do? Not try? Okay. Then you're not doing anything. You'll fail 100% of the time. So it's like, just do it. Just do it. You can't worry about that. You definitely allow those moments in. You're going to have moments of, am I doing the right thing? Let that sit there, and then only give it so many, give it 30 seconds and then go, well, okay. And keep doing it, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to shift. Don't be afraid to go, you know what? Maybe it's not the way that I think that it's going. Maybe this is not completely the way that it should be. I'm going to do this different. Don't be afraid to do things different. You know what I mean? Because I do know, even though I've been doing video stuff for the past however many years, there are certain videos I really want to do, or certain types of projects, but the response is just not there, or no one connects to it but me. I have to teach myself to let that go. You know what I mean? And work on another thing. I know a lot of people who are in the. I don't mean to call anybody out. I know a lot of people in the who are also in the video making industry or whatever that. You can make your own passion project. You should, and whenever you have the chance, your own time, even if it's just for yourself, do it. But I know some people who found the kind of thing they're in love with, and are really trying to only do that, even though no one is watching it. And I think it's like, well, yeah, but you kind of have to take a step back and make sure you got your shit together too, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. You have to, you have to find the right balance of doing what you want to do, but also having your paperwork together. You know what I mean? And don't be afraid to give and take. Because you got to find a good balance in everything. I don't just make goofy videos and go to bed. I do a lot of complicated business things to make sure things are still going well. And I don't want to do that stuff, but you got to take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? So I would keep trying to do your thing. And hey, at the end of the day, if tomorrow you wake up, wow, it did not work, then man, you tried. And you know what? I bet, hey, go work at Chili's next week. Make your money. Who cares? Go make a dime. Whatever. And I bet in your time doing that, you'll think of something else pretty cool to do. So I don't know. That's my take on it. I don't know if that's any help to you or if that makes any sense. But, don't let ego get in the way. Don't let anything, whatever. Go, if the thing collapses tomorrow, go work at Target next week. And while you're stocking shelves, it sounds like I'm condescending when I say that, but I really mean
not at all.
Go make your bottom line, make that paper. And while you're doing that, I used to stock the shelves of Blockbuster, and I would come up with, oh, I should totally make that. And do it. And just know that, you might be working at Target. Maybe everything collapsed and you're working at Target. But the fact that you're already crafting your next move puts you above 90% of the people who are at fucking Target. So, it's not like you've lost. You are you have to be able to shift into whatever you need to be versatile to make the next move. I wouldn't worry about it. It doesn't, you're not jumping into a volcano, you're not going to Vietnam. So, well, actually Vietnam's okay now, but Vietnam War, if it was still happening, I don't know if that makes sense.
I see.
You'll find your way. You'll find your way, man. Stick with it. And don't, if things go wrong, I promise, if you're that into it, you'll find other ways to attack it. You'll find other directions. I just wouldn't worry about it. That sounds cheesy, but I broke this chair just now.
Oh dear. All right. Well, I've probably taken up too much time. Thanks for
you're
your
good,
call.
man. Thank you for your call. He just hung up. I hope everything's okay.